Hello everyone. I just want to show you a few things regarding assignment 2. First of all, we included the header and part of the doc string for one of the functions that you will write called makePronouncingTable. And this is done for illustrative purposes. You'll see that the return type for this function is PronouncingTable, which is a type shorthand that we have created ourselves, kind of like a constant. So if we scroll up to the top of this file, you'll see that a pronouncing table is a list of strings. But pronouncing table is not just any list of strings. It will have a particular structure inside those lists and contain very specific kinds of data that we discuss in the assignment 2 handout. Naming our own types is a way to encode more information in the type contracts. You might also notice that the type name that we chose is in camel case instead of in pothole case, as in a normal variable. And this casing is just specifically for types. The second thing that you might notice in this doc string is that the example case make use of constants that we defined earlier. Since you will be writing more complex functions than in assignment 1, our examples will be more complicated as well. Using constants will help keep examples more readable. Now let's scroll down to the bottom of this file. There's this if statement block, if name equals main. This is a way to write code that will only be executed when this file is run and not when this file is imported as a module. So let me explain what that means. In demo.py, I have two print statements, one outside the if name equals main block and one inside. So if I run this file, you'll see that both print statements are executed. But if I import demo from another file in the same folder, and I run this new file, you'll see that only the print statement outside the if name equals main block is actually executed. Lastly, I want to show you what the last two commented lines in the assignment 2 starter code actually do. When we uncomment these lines, they will run the examples that you provide in the doc string. This is a way to test your code. Let me show you what I mean. I set up a small example here. This example file has a function that shows two numbers being added. And here's an example in the doc string. When I run this file, the examples that I wrote up here is executed. And in this case, Python tells me that the actual output is different from what I wrote in my example. And I can correct the bug. And now the error goes away. Some of you may see this message when you run doctest. That is completely okay. This is a harmless message. But if you don't want to see this message, there is a Piazza post where a student posted instructions on how to remove it. One thing to note is that the quote that I use here actually matters now. So if I use double quotes here and rerun the test, Python considers the output to be different from what we now expect it to be. So that is everything for now. Have fun working on assignment 2.